Found out there is a chance my daughter isn't mine biologically. I am 43, feel like my world is crashing. My wife, F41, and I have two kids, M15 and F12. I love my kids and love being a dad. I have stuff in common with both my kids. But my daughter is like my little best friend. We get along so well and have so much in common, and our personalities just mesh well together. Look wise, my son looks like both myself and my wife but favors me. While my daughter looks just like my wife, seeing childhood pictures of my wife, she and my daughter could be twins. Now onto the story. So last night my wife and I were grocery shopping, when all of a sudden my wife goes pale white and starts shaking a bit. I was freaked out. After 20 or so minutes she calmed down, but after she wouldn't talk to me or even look at me. Finally, at the car, I asked what was going on. She confessed that there was a chance our daughter wasn't biologically mine. Right around the time she would have gotten pregnant with our daughter, she had gone on a trip for work. Well, on her last night there, she saw this guy she went to high school with, and they were talking and drinking, and one thing led to another. They ended up having a drunk hookup. And just the timing of everything, there is a chance the daughter I have been raising for 12 years isn't mine biologically. That guy she ended up seeing in the store, and that's why she acted the way she did. I am getting a paternity test ASAP, and if I'm being honest, I haven't been able to look at my daughter since finding this out. My wife and I haven't talked really since. I just let her know I am getting a paternity test. And I am just in shock, honestly. Update: found out there is a chance my daughter isn't mine biologically. Hi everyone, I know it's been a while since my first post. Life has been extremely hectic. For those who didn't see the original post, I found out my wife had cheated and there was a chance my daughter wasn't biologically my kid because of the time of her affair, and when she got pregnant with my daughter overlapped. We got a paternity test done on both kids ASAP. I explained to both kids not only why this needed to get done, but also that this doesn't change my relationship with them because I raised them and love them. We got the results, and let me tell you, they were not what I had expected. My daughter, who initially thought had the chance of not being mine, was my biological kid. Instead, I found out my son wasn't biologically my son. I questioned my soon-to-be ex-wife. Turns out she had an affair with my brother for a short period. I was in shock, to say the least. She tried saying she only cheated once before she became pregnant with my daughter. Now I'm finding out that biologically my son is my nephew. Since then, I made my ex-wife move out. My son decided to stay with his mom and hasn't talked to me, which I understand is confusing for all of us, and he's a 15-year-old boy. But I have texted him off and on, just letting him know I love him, and in my eyes, he'll always be my son because I raised him. My daughter is staying with me still. We are both in therapy after this whole situation. I've been trying to contact my ex-wife to get our son in there, but she hasn't returned any of my calls or response to my text.